welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila, and on my channel you can find healthy and delicious recipes to inspire you every week just to eat better and to also just consider your nutrition a little bit more. So if that's something for you, then you should definitely stay tuned. Now for today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I was actually going out to get my grocery for the week, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I get when I get my kind of like fruits and vegetables, because I truly believe that when you have healthy and nutritious foods around you, you're more likely to eat them. So let's go and get those, and then I'll come back and show you exactly how, or rather what I got, and also how I organize them in my fridge. So be back in a minute. So I needed some grapes. I like to get my red and the green grapes, so I'm just going to get these. Grab some blueberries. These are amazing for kind of like the breakfast bowl and stuff, and as well as smoothies, so this is great. Okay, get some avocados. Okay, I think you have to make sure that this hasn't turned too brown, otherwise it's actually not nice on the inside. So just need to pick a few of these. Alright, just gonna grab some carrots. Okay, get some bananas. These are great for your breakfast bowls as well as just snacking on. So get a nice bunch like these. Just make sure they're not overripe, otherwise it just, it's not ideal because they ripen up super fast once they come out of the shop. Okay, now this is my favorite part. These pineapples are looking super good, super delicious. These are brilliant for the smoothies and your juices and stuff like that, so I'm definitely going to grab a few of these. So yeah, I like to sometimes pick them from the back. Does anyone else do that? I don't know why. I get a little bit got a habit of doing that, but anyway, I'm going to take a few of these. Alright, and today they have some Italian lemons, and these you can tell are going to be super good. Still have the little leaves on them, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a few of these. I'm gonna get a bag and put probably about 6 or 7 because I go through quite a lot of these. So grab some lemons. Now this is kind of giving you a sneak peek into what happens once I've decided what recipes I'm going to be making, the shopping that I have to do, and also how I organize it to make sure that all my fruits and vegetables stay fresh until I'm ready to cook my recipes. Now this amount of vegetables and fruits will take me through to maybe 2 to 3 weeks, which is expected. I don't have a large household, so that is very expected. And because I like to have most of my food with some type of vegetable in there, most of these will be consumed and nothing will go to waste on this table. So I will kind of take you through some of my favorite fruits and vegetables, and you're most likely going to notice that most of the things on this table you've already seen in my recipes, which is the exact point. You want to make sure you get the fruits and the vegetables that you can actually utilize. Don't buy anything that you do not like. Don't buy anything you're not a fan of cooking. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of like show you how, or rather what I use some of these vegetables and fruits for, and also show you how I keep them in the fridge to ensure that they last for as long as I need them to before obviously using them to cook. So I hope that this video will be helpful if you are trying to make healthier meals, if you're trying to figure out what type of vegetables are good, which ones will probably last you at least 2 to 3 weeks if you're not a big fan of shopping. I personally like to actually go to the vegetable markets and into the supermarkets and purchase my own fruit and veg for myself, because I am quite particular about the kind of, the quality of the food that I'm buying, so I'd much rather do that. I've tried the online shopping. Sometimes they don't quite come out the way you want them to, so I'd rather buy things in bulk and have them, and I know how to keep them fresh, so it's fine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you exactly what I use these vegetables for, and also show you how I keep them in the fridge. So stay tuned. Alright, so let's just have a look at some of the fruits and vegetables that I bought and what I use them for, and how long you can also keep them. So these are obviously lemons. I love to use these to garnish, to also season my meat, as well as using them in my health drinks, and they can last in the fridge anywhere up to 2 to 3 weeks or even longer. Over here, I've got some delicious green chilies. I love my food nice and spicy, so these will definitely be put to good use. And of course, I may not be able to get through all of these in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so I do kind of go ahead and slice them, put them in bags and put them in the freezer just for preservation, and you can always use them and they'll be good as fresh when you take them out. Over here, you couldn't quite see it, but I've got some ginger. I love ginger in my food. You may probably see that I use it quite excessively, but I do love ginger. These can last anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks in your fridge, but ideally you want to use them as quickly as you can. And the way I check my ginger is by just giving it a little poke, and you can see that it's quite juicy when you kind of press it in with your nail or any type of sharp object. So it's pretty good. And I love the aroma of ginger in my food as well, so doesn't take too much convincing to get me to buy a ton of ginger. Over here I've got some sweet peppers, but these are pointed peppers, and there are some Romano peppers in here as well. These are really great to just cook with. I love anything sweet pepper related. I love the texture, I love the flavor. You can see I've also got more over there. I've got the orange, yellow and green ones. Some people are not a fan of the green peppers, but I think they're okay. I like them. And over here you can see that I've got my sweetheart cabbage. I love cabbage. Now these ones were a lot smaller than what they usually than how they usually are, so I got 2 of these instead. But usually one of these can feed up to maybe 3 to 4 people. Once you stir fry it, I love using these for a good stir fry. You can stir fry them by themselves. I think I've actually got a recipe up. No, I do actually have a recipe up of how you can make the stir fry cabbage. Over here I've also got some sweet potatoes, and of course these can be mashed, they can be baked. How else can you have these? You can fry them, you can stir fry them. There's so many ways to make sweet potatoes. You can even use them in your stews and your soups. So you see, everything on this table is so versatile. Over here I've got some avocado. I love avocados, but of course, sometimes when they're not in season, they're not the greatest in terms of taste. I wish I could just be on an avocado farm, just getting them off the tree. But of course, for now, we will have to just purchase them as they are. But I love avocados. Use these in my breakfast. Maybe if I have like a toast, I'd use these to spread on my toast instead of using a peanut butter or chocolate type of spread. I'd much rather something like avocado. And over here, I have got my grapes. These are green grapes. And I've also got my red grapes. Now these I like to use alongside my berries. I like to use them in my breakfast bowls. Very good to have. And of course, I from time to time include mangoes in there when they're in season. I'd have the mangoes in there. I love mangoes. Once again, you can have these in so many different ways. You don't just have to have a mango by itself. You can have it in your breakfast. You can actually use it as a salad in a mango salsa, which I have a video up for that as well. You can dress up the mango and have it with some chili and some salt, and it's just absolutely amazing. So all of these things are just so versatile, and that's what I wanted to show you. that, we are done. Now, I know that this was a relatively fast video in terms of me just putting everything in the fridge, but the whole concept of this was just to show you that it is ideal, and I would definitely recommend keeping your fruits and vegetables in the fridge where possible, just to preserve them a little bit longer. Because the worst that could happen is you leave them outside of the fridge, either they get too ripe or they just get too hot and end up getting spoiled, and you do not use your fruits and vegetables. So this is an ideal way, at least from what I have experienced, to try and stretch out the lifespan of your fruits and vegetables. Of course, as you've seen over here, what I've done is I've just simply put water into a jar, and I've put my coriander as well as spring onions into the water to give them a little bit more of a chance of surviving beyond 3 weeks. And sometimes I do actually get about 4 weeks use out of the coriander as well as the spring onions. And as you can see here, I've essentially put the most perishable items into this fridge, namely cherry tomatoes, as well as the grapes, the avocados, and the sweet peppers. So these are all things that I know that if I put them in the wrong place, because sometimes, especially in the winter and you have your heating on, these things do ripen or they do go off very fast because the environment does not allow them to actually stay fresh. So this is a great way to preserve and to maintain your fruits and vegetables. Now, here's another hack that I found in recent times, and that is to try and get containers whereby, well, first of all, containers that fit your fridge, right? So as you can see, with the smaller ones, I can fit about 3 in a row. With the wider ones, I can fit about 2. So just to understand the measurements of your fridge, and just get these containers, because they will just help you to organize your fridge so much more efficiently. You can see what you have, and if you're new to cooking, when you see the different colors and all the different fruits and vegetables, you're more likely to actually cook them instead of just keeping everything away in this bottom drawer, which is what I did some time back. And I just felt like I kept wasting so much food, because if I don't see it, I don't remember it's there. And yeah, so I think the whole trick of this entire fridge organization type of movement that is happening is just to allow you to have quick and easy access to your foods, and also to just be able to see what you have, so you know what you need to stock up on. Now, this was just my fruit and vegetable showcase. I will definitely be showing you how I keep my dry goods as well as my protein and dairy products, just so that you can get an idea of how to keep things and make sure that you are maximizing the use of every single thing that you purchase, because we do not like waste over here. Yeah. So I hope that has been helpful, and until next time, please do make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and do let me know if there are any other type of organization videos that you'd like me to do on this channel alongside my recipes, of course. Until next time, bye bye.